in India are you from?
I am from Bombay.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Yes. Is that is there an does it also go by the name Mumbai? Is it the same?
Yes,
Bob?
yes.
Okay.
Mumbai.
Yes, okay. Good. And
Yes.
then I know that. Yeah.
Yeah. In Mumbai, I am situated in Thane.
Oh,
There is a
okay.
place. Yes.
Sounds great. Yeah. Wonderful.
So we are meeting very first time. So could you introduce yourself?
Absolutely. My name is Jack, and I am well, my first job is I'm a university instructor. I teach English in South Korea, but I am from America. I'm from the United States, I should say.
Wow.
And yeah, yeah. I have lived in Korea for 20 years, and I'm married. My wife is Korean. I have a daughter. She lives in America. She is a student in high school. She's a high school student and ballerina, a dancer.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's great.
yeah. My
And
second job. Oh, sorry. My second job is I'm a podcaster. So I have an English language podcast called the A to Z English Podcast. That's my fun job.
okay. So can you send the link to me?
Absolutely. I would love to. If you don't mind posting it, I would really appreciate it.
Yes. Uh, so now it is my turn. So
Yes.
let me introduce myself.
Right.
So as you know, my name is Sandhya Tiwari, and I am basically from nearby Varanasi. But after marriage, I have been 24 years in Bombay, Mumbai.
Wow. Okay. That's
Yes,
awesome. Yeah.
yeah. And I have done diploma. After that, I was a teacher. And
Great.
yes, and I am married. Now I am completely homemaker,
Okay.
and I have two sons, and both are pursuing their master degree.
Wow. Congratulations. That's you must be very proud.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wow. You have two very intelligent sons, I think.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Eh,
Both are smart, looking wise, and
Yeah.
intelligent too.
That's great.
Yes.
Oh, that's wonderful. Um, it's really cool that you and I are both teachers. So I like talking to teachers. What subject did you teach in school?
Yeah, actually, I was a pre-primary teacher earlier, so approximately every subject.
Right. When you teach elementary, primary school, you have
Yes,
to be an expert in social studies and science and
yes,
mathematics and everything, right?
yes.
Yeah.
So, as you mentioned, as a teacher, you are a trainer,
Hmm.
English trainer.
Yes.
So, sometimes, any time, have you had any hurdle to while teaching children?
Oh, yes. See, I teach university students, so I don't teach children, but my first 2 or 3 years of teaching, I taught primary school also, or primary grades. Students from kindergarten to sixth grade, and it's the hardest job in the world. Like it's so difficult. Um, I'm not it's not what I enjoy. I don't really like teaching kids that much. I like teaching adults. So I teach university students, and it's a much better fit for me because they're older. We can joke around, and it's fun. I'm kind of how can I say it? Like I'm kind of a
Jolly by
childish.
nature,
Yeah,
jolly
I'm
by
like
nature.
a yeah, I'm a naturally kind of young at heart, I think, like a young, but I'm old, but I'm young at heart. And
Yes,
so I
jolly
get
by
along.
nature. Maybe
Yeah,
it's called
my primary
Jolly
nature,
by
right.
nature.
Yes, yes, exactly. And so I really connect with university students. I really like them.
Yes, because they are understandable. Whatever you teach them, they can understand a better way. But
Absolutely.
kindergarten children take lots of efforts, and sometimes if you don't have patience, so we feel irritated.
I very easily got irritated, and so I had to fight my nature. Um, Teaching kindergarten, some people are just they have endless energy. I think you're one of those people. You have a lot of energy and you have a lot of empathy. And so that makes you a good primary school teacher. And for me,
Yes,
I have energy, but I don't have the patience,
patience.
and I want them to understand right now. And university students understand quickly, but with kindergarten, you have to do repetition again and again and again to teach them how to read and how to write and hold their pencil and don't stand up. You have to sit down and don't touch him, don't do this, don't do that. And there's a lot of just like managing the classroom, and it
Yes,
drives me crazy.
and apart from that, you have patience and lots of efforts you have to take, and all the time they want attention.
Absolutely. They want
Yeah,
your attention, but you have
but
to manage all
but
of them.
this is my personality. I am very affectionate with the kindergarten children.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I enjoy their innocent.
Well, that's you have the perfect personality for the young ones, the young kids, and they can be naughty, but they can be really cute too sometimes, they're really precious and adorable sometimes. And it's I can understand why some, I've known some really good kindergarten teachers that just really, love their job and really enjoy teaching the children. And
Yes,
I have so much respect for those people because I'm not that person.
yes, and we both are opposite.
Yeah, right, right.
Actually, I don't like teenagers, teaching to teenagers, because sometimes they become arrogant, and sometimes they respect our teachers.
Yep,
They
yep.
are not obey all the time.
No, 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 no. I deal with this a lot in my class too, where, ask my student, "Where's your book?" "Oh, I don't have a book." "Okay, where's your pencil?" "I don't have a pencil." It makes me crazy, like you're an adult. You need to
Ye-
bring your pencil, bring your book, be ready to study, but sometimes they're arrogant and disrespectful and uh, you know, um
yeah, that part I don't like that, because
yeah.
and children's innocent, they are very obey to their teacher. And if you ask them lovingly, if you have patience, you enjoy their childhood and their innocent, they are very obey to their teacher. And second, most important thing here, if you have a patience and you mingle type person, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
and your way is make them understand very easy way and funny way. Practically they understand very well.
Yeah, I think that is my style. I do like to make them laugh. I like to have fun in the classroom. Today we played a couple of games. We did some games in my class, but everybody participated well, and I was really proud of my students today because they did a good job. They were speaking English the best that they can and trying hard, and that those days are really good days. I had a really good day of teaching today. Sometimes the students get a little bit grumpy, or I don't know, they're bored, easily. And I'm like, I understand children get bored, but adults should be able to focus. And so I get kind of, but I try not to get angry. I don't get angry. I get upset. Um, but I have strategies to motivate students because my job is to motivate them. So if they're bored, then I need to change something.
Actually, both teachers has a unique quality because you understand teenagers very well, maybe.
Yeah, I
And
think so.
I understand the kindergarten children very well. They are
Right.
innocent. Yeah, that's the difference here. And every teacher has their unique way to teach their students.
Yep.
So yeah, you're making understand them is a different way, and my way of making understand them another way. So yeah, here is just different. You understand your student if very well, so you are able to handle those child
Yeah.
teenagers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the difference here.
Yep. I think you summarized it perfectly. That is the difference. I think we both have different skill sets and they apply in different situations, but there's definitely benefits of teaching, kids. They're lovely and fun. Sometimes you can play games. Um, but there are demerits also, and teaching adults and teenagers has its benefits and its downsides as well. So I think it's a trade-off. You can't have everything. And sometimes I have a class that is really outstanding, where everybody is really. I had a class like that last semester. I had a really wonderful class that was we all connected really well, and it was just a very fun experience and just it was a great teaching experience for me to teach those students. So I love teaching. I'm glad I became a teacher. It wasn't my plan. I kind of accidentally became a teacher. um, I was originally I wanted to work in the film industry. I wanted to work in Hollywood and in some capacity. And I traveled overseas to Asia to teach English just for 1 year. And now I have been in Asia for 22 years. So just 1 year turned into 22 years, turned into a career. And so I'm a teacher. That's what I am.
So, sometimes it happen we think something another field, but we entered in another field. It
Yes.
happens sometimes, and we don't have that skill earlier. Before teaching, I didn't know myself whether I'm capable to teach the children or not. But when I entered in that field, teaching field, so I realized my capacity, and my principal and all teachers, they observed and they told me कि you have this ability, that ability. Then I realized, yeah, I am able to, because I very smoothly connect with the children,
Yes,
our students,
you naturally
naturally.
took to teaching. I think I
And
did too. Yeah, I think so.
maybe that is a quality of a teacher, good quality of a teacher, to connect easily, smoothly with their students.
Yeah, yeah. I heard someone said teaching is not a science, it's an art form. And
Yes.
I think that's true because everybody's got a different unique personality. And so I know serious teachers who are great teachers. I know kind of laid back teachers that are great teachers. I know funny teachers that are great teachers. I know lots of different personality types, but they're all good teachers. But they have their own style, and they learned how to teach through experience, like you said, and also they have some natural ability to connect smoothly with the students. And I think it takes empathy. You know, you have to be
Yes.
able to feel like, okay, I know what it's like to be a student. So how can I plan my lesson from the student's perspective instead of my
Yes,
perspective?
in easy way,
Yes.
easy way and funny way. First, we need to understand students' psychology.
Yep.
Yes. And according to that, how they able to understand in easy way, that strategy is work for them.
I think you're right. I think that's exactly right. I mean, if being able to empathize with students and understand what they're feeling, then you can strategize your teaching methods so that it's actually enjoyable for them and not just forcing my way, always my way. Then they'll reject it. They won't like it.
And both students and teachers both enjoy that journey.
Exactly. I love the journey because when I have a good class, when I teach a good class and my lesson is correct and fits well with the students, then I feel so much better. I feel I have a lot more energy. When I'm teaching something and the students are bored and they don't like my game or my lesson or my activity, then I feel really depressed. Like I failed.
Yes,
And so
yes.
I don't like that feeling. So I try to prepare lessons that I know the students will enjoy, but also they will learn something.
We change our way of teaching. If children get bored, then we also get bored and feel ourselves, I am fail here. So again, we try to change our way and find another way how to make it easy and funny and enjoyable. That
Yes,
is a teacher
absolutely.
quality.
That's the essence of a good teacher, I think. Absolutely. I agree with that wholeheartedly. So,
Yeah.
was are you um I was going to ask you, when you were teaching, when you were a new teacher, did you find it? You said that you got good support from your principal and from the other teachers. Were there any hurdles for you that you came across in your early years of teaching? Like what's the biggest lesson that you learned as a teacher? Because you have 34 years of experience. I would love to hear your wisdom as I've taught for 20 years, but you taught more than me. So,
No, not more than you. Because when my elder son was in 10th, so I quit my job
oh,
because
okay.
he needed some guidance. So that's the reason I quit my job. But yeah, I enjoyed that journey very much because I was a very soft nature and uh, strict as well. I never compromise my self respect.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's great.
and that is my biggest strength and my hard working. I always ready to help the people in right way with my heart. But if anybody unnecessarily they blame for any reason, uh, if I was not wrong there, I completely deny that and I was not cope up with that.
Good for you. That's good
Yes,
advice. Never
yes,
compromise your principles, right? You
no,
if you do that, I think it's a slippery slope, you compromise one time, then you compromise again and again and again. It becomes a
yes,
habit, and
yes.
you have to be your own
And
advocate.
they, yes, they started expecting lots of things from us, and we are not able to do fulfill their dreams, and they conflict there. Started conflict there. So that
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. We have an idiom in English. We say you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. And what that means is I can prepare the lesson, I can do all the work, but if the student doesn't want to participate, I can't control that student. You know, it's their decision to want to study. And sometimes the parents put a lot of pressure on the teacher, like why is my son doesn't want to study in your class? Why doesn't my son want to study in your class? And I ask the parent, I don't know, you tell me why your son doesn't want to study, because I prepared a lesson, I'm doing my work, my job, and your child doesn't want to participate. There's not much I can do about that, especially when I'm teaching university students, because they're adults. So I'm not going to, treat them like children. I'm not going to say, oh, it's okay. No, it's not okay. You have to do your homework. You have to come to class on time. You have to bring your book. Um, I'm kind of strict like that because I treat them like adults. I respect them, and then I ask them to respect me. And with kids, it's a very different situation, but I think, dealing with parents can be very, very challenging for primary school teachers.
Yes, but sometimes the children doesn't have any issue, but because they are small kid, but parents have lots of issue, and they complain if by any reason to principal. So principal force us.
Right.
They don't communicate with the teacher. They don't know about teacher and students relationship anything.
Right.
Even they force teachers. So I was try to my level best to make the situation and make the understand our situation to the principal. If she will not agree, then we can take any action, and believe sometimes we ignore that, but at least we should try. And but some teacher, they principal force they her, you take care of this child especially, and this child is not able to read and write, so this is your mistake
Yes.
because
Yeah.
of money.
Yeah. Right. Right. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
what is the teacher's duty? Teacher's duty first to try to make them understand principle, and principal should ask the parents and teacher both face to face,
Yes.
talk to both parents and teacher, and you try to know the solution. What is the
Right.
solution and what is the problem? That is the communication. But there sometimes it happens some parents are not ready to communicate face to face with teacher and principal. So that child and teacher relation is okay, but with parents sometimes it's conflict.
Well, I think some parents don't want to be involved because they want the teacher to be the teacher. They want the teacher to be the parent. They want the teacher to be the psychologist. They want the teacher to be the therapist. They want the teacher to be everything. And you can only be the teacher. You can't be everything for their kids. And so some parents have a mistake about what the school is offering. I'm here to educate your son or daughter, but I'm not here to be a parent. I'm not here to be a therapist, a psychologist. I'm not trained for that. And sometimes the school and the parents will put a lot of pressure on the teachers to do all of those jobs at the same time. And how could one person do that? It's impossible. It's absolutely
Yes.
impossible.
Here, best solution is parents uh, keep touch with the teacher, and time to time they ask the teacher what we should do, and this area, that area is going to happen like this. So what should I do about it? If teacher instruct them anything, so they should follow, and if they are not able to, so they should find solution by other way. but both parents are working in this era, and they
Right.
are just think, I paid the money, I have paid money, and teacher take all those responsibility, as
Right.
you have mentioned that.
I gave you the money I paid, so I'm done. Don't bother me. Leave me alone. You do all of it, and I don't want to be involved. Yeah, I really hate that attitude, because it's just a fundamental misunderstanding about what education is. We're paid to teach your kids. We're not paid to parent your kids or, you know, I don't know, um, psychoanalyze your kids. We're here to educate. So, yeah, I think teachers get a lot of have to deal with a lot of trouble, and usually you're right. It's not the kids that are the problem. It's the parents. Usually, it usually starts in the home. The problem starts in the home.
Yes, but sometimes the teacher also get irritated at those kinds of things. So what should we do? Here we listen, but we shouldn't take to our heart.
Right. Yeah.
Just listen and ignore. If
Yeah.
there is use of our instruction, our instruction is worthwhile, but they are not pay attention. They want to expect from us everything. So in that case, we should avoid that kind of things, and we be happy and
Yeah.
only focus on our goal. As being a teacher, we only try to teach the children in good way, better way, and our relation we should maintain with children as students as soon as possible as. Yeah.
Right. Just do the best that we can do. Yeah, I think that's all you can ask of yourself. Do the best you can do, and try to do right by the students. Try to teach them properly, and prepare properly. And yeah, I mean, that's what I've learned over my years. I like your advice though about not compromising. I think that's a good piece of advice, because I think a lot of people will compromise sometimes.
No,
And
never.
yeah, it's not a good thing.
Not a good thing, because once you started compromising with the people, they are take benefits. They
Yep.
try to make us fool all the time, and our self-respect is most important.
Yes.
Once you lost that, you can't earn again.
Right, right. Once it's gone, yeah, your self-respect is gone. It's very hard to bring it back and regain dignity after you've lost it. And yeah, I agree with that. That's really wise advice. Yeah. So
So
how
it
long
is.
have you been, oh, sorry, I was going to ask you, how long have you been a YouTuber? Like how long have you had your channel?
Yeah, just before 3 months, I have created this channel in order to enhance my communication skills. Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, yeah. I've been talking to, I think I talked to some of your friends, maybe other YouTubers that you have talked to, and I really enjoy it. It's really fun to meet new teachers or people overseas in India, and other teachers. I've talked to several teachers, and yeah, I really
Yeah,
enjoy talking to teachers.
I have I have watched your 3 and 4 videos with Nisa.
Oh, thank you.
First,
I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah,
yeah.
I'm not really a YouTuber. I'm more of a podcaster. Like my podcast is my number one project, but I do have a YouTube channel that I do kind of for fun to promote my podcast.
So please you send your channel link. I would like to watch that.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
I would love to. Thank you so much. I really appreciate
Yes.
it.
So it's time to wind up, because time is flow.
Yeah, it flies by. We've already been talking for 30 minutes.
Yes. So nice to talk to you. I really enjoyed this session, and thanks for giving me this opportunity to interact with you in very good manner.
Well, thank you, Sandhya. It was really great to meet you, and thanks for reaching out and contacting me to have this conversation. It was a wonderful conversation. I love talking to other teachers, and especially really great teachers like you that have lots of experience, and you can pass that on to me. And I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye bye. Good night.
Good night.